Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you can tell from the title, I'm doing a video on what beginners shouldn't buy, what brands I recommend. Here's two of my cheaper guns over here, just, that I just have because they're mostly beginner friendly and pretty reliable. So, just going to go over that, what I'm going to say, what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy, what you should get into, how I did it, which is definitely the wrong way. And all that good stuff. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions or are concerned or just want to support me. Or make sure to like the video if you really like the style of content. And yeah, let's just get into the video. Okay, so we're going to get on what beginners should buy first. So what you should buy is if you're playing competitively, or if you're playing at any fields or you want to go to fields. I started off not playing at fields, but if you want to go to fields, I suggest getting an AEG, that stands for electric Airsoft replica. I suggest getting that first because that's going to give you the most competitive advantage. It's what you see mostly everyone running. But this is an AEG. This is also an AEG. You could tell because of this, and also it says AEG in the title usually. And AEGs they're electric. They don't really have any balls. They don't really have much stuff. This one is very reliable back here. This is a Lancer Tactical. I'm not sponsored, by the way. And that's an AEG if you're playing competitively or at fields. But if you're doing backyard shooting and you have no plans to go to a field or there's no fields that are open, I suggest starting. I don't suggest this. Most people suggest AEGs, but how I started it and how I think I started correctly is by getting a gas blowback, a GBB pistol first. That's what I started with. This was not my first pistol. This cost $120. It's a Swiss Arms pistol. It's very cheap, but it's very reliable. I actually started with this Glock right here. This is what I started with. Now this, I didn't have all these attachments on it when I started, but I just had the Glock, and this was an okay beginner gun. But what comes up when you have Glocks is they have nozzle spring issues. I've gone over this before. No one told me, but they have really bad nozzle spring issues. Now, you can search that up. The nozzle is when you pull back the slide. Let me just take out the mag real quick. You see this thing right here that supplies your gas? That's the nozzle right there. So this seals with your barrel right there. And it just propels the baby forward and it takes in air. That spring got broken a lot, which is really detrimental, and it makes it so this gun you can't field or do anything with. So that's why I don't recommend starting with the Glock for outdoor shooting. But if you're doing outdoor shooting, gas blowbacks are the most fun to play with in the backyard, most realistic because the slide goes back and everything. So I suggest starting with gas blowbacks or some form of gas blowback. Problems with them are they're hard to clean or maintain. You have to maintain them more often. So if you don't want to, go to maintaining them, if you don't want to maintain something, just get a Lancer Tactical or something like that. But yeah, so yeah, if you're doing backyard shooting, gas blowbacks are going to be the most fun. I don't recommend them unless you really want to commit to it and maintain stuff, because this costs around $120 new, I think, is what I paid for it. And this, last year, around January, I got this one as my first gun ever. And this costs around $169. So this is a little bit more expensive, but this is also really nice. The only thing I've had is nozzle spring issues. Other than that, it's really reliable. So that's what I got to keep in mind. This one, I've had no problems with. I haven't even cleaned it in a couple of months, and it still runs perfectly fine. So yeah, that's an MK25. This is a Glock 17 Gen 4 by Elite Force. And so now we're going to get to competitive shooting. So let me just clear it. So competitive. If you're watching this video, you probably want to play competitive. You want to know what beginner guns are great. What I recommend starting with is this. This is called a Lancer Tactical. These guys make the best beginner guns. This is a Gen 2. It's a Lancer Tactical LT15 Gen 2. And it's electric gun. So this takes a battery. I just did a video reviewing this. Here's the battery that it comes with. This is a very nice gun because it's really reliable straight out of the box. It shoots well, and it is, that's really all you need in a beginner gun. It doesn't have the fastest fire rate. It doesn't have the best fire rate. This isn't the beginner gun, but this is mostly marketed towards beginners. This is $210, which that's a pretty big price tag when you're trying to find something like this. I have another rifle that I picked up off of a buddy of mine. Is this AR style right here. This cost $100 new for him. I don't know, I think it's a Colt M4 because it says that right here, but I don't know. So this one was 100. This is the hybrid model too, so it's the little bit upgraded version. It's not the fully upgraded. I got the hybrid because this grip was pretty cool and the trigger was pretty nice, but it's a really good thing. It comes with a MOSFET straight out of the box, so you're getting it's not top of the line MOSFET, but at least it hasn't broken on me. So that gun back there, you can barely see it, is $400. It's the AR. It's $400 base, but all the attachments make it a lot more. This one was $210 base, or $220. So this one, it's really nice, and Lancer Tacticals are really good. You should probably watch some other people on their opinions. But my opinion is Lancer Tactical is the best. Buddy of mine, he just got Lancer Tactical. It did shoot pretty hard. I don't know why he got a really, really high FPS Lancer Tactical. I suggest you get, if you're playing outdoors, I suggest you get higher FPS, but if you're playing anywhere indoor, just get the lowest FPS, because I got the lowest FPS for that one. I could change the spring, but I didn't want to have to go through all that work. And it paid off because the field opened, and their FPS regulations allow me to use full auto. So what I recommend getting on here, there's a lot of attachments that you don't need for Airsoft, but it's Milsim. What I suggest getting first is definitely just use the gun and find out what attachments you want. Hey, I wish aiming was better. Well, then maybe get yourself one of these, which is a red dot. It's called a red dot. This one is called an EOTech style red dot. And here's it doesn't look like that in real life. It looks a little bit cleaner. But I got this one because I needed a red dot. And it really helps because you can tune the red dot for exactly how far you're shooting. And then that red dot, if it's a higher quality one, this one costs about $50. But you can get some for $20. They're not good quality, but they definitely will suit you if you're beginning. Now, this is on what's called a riser. It just rises it because you're wearing a lot of face equipment. You probably want it rised off the rail just a little bit so you can actually aim down it. Now, this one has a natural rise of it's pretty high, natural rise. But I just use a riser because I wear so much face to get equipment. Now, moving forward, I have a foregrip. That's purely just ergonomics. There's nothing. If you want to have a foregrip, you can. If you don't want to, sometimes I don't have it on there. And on top of here, you see this little piece of duct tape. This is a pressure pad over here. This connects to my flashlight. So that just connects to my flashlight so I can use it. And on the top rail, this is called a laser box or a PEC unit. It's a laser. I use it for night vision. If you're a beginner, you're definitely not doing night vision, so I don't suggest you get that. But what I do suggest I also recommend you use body armor. Body armor, it's just like a vest or a plate carrier will allow you to, if you're getting shot. I had a friend that got shot in the back with a minigun because a guy flanked him and full auto was allowed. His back looked horrible after that. If it was wearing a plate carrier, it definitely mitigate the damage for what the plate carrier is covering. Also, plate carriers allowed you to hold, let's just move the camera up here. Also, plate carriers allow you to hold mags, BBs, everything you need, and you can customize them to your heart's content with as much stuff as you want. It's just how I run mine, and that's what I suggest you getting for that type of stuff. Plate carriers are good if you're going the Milsim route. If you're going the Speedsoft route, I suggest you check out Vault Airsoft. I don't think he has a gear breakdown, but you can look at what he's wearing. That's really what Speedsoft people wear, just a paintball mask, and they try to go really light. But and also, like, if you're starting off, after you get all your face protection stuff, get a plate carrier. And after you get a plate carrier, especially if you're playing indoors, get a bump helmet. You're going to bump your head so much, it's not even going to be fun. Because there's low doors. If you fall and you hurt your head, that's going to suck because you're going to trip because, you know, eye protection just isn't the best for visibility, like field of view. You may trip on something because it's like dark inside, like so much stuff, getting shot in the head. I saw a rental, he was wearing just a paintball mask. Now this isn't the whole airsoft thing, there's a lot of rentals that have the best time ever. It was just this one guy, played for many years. He got shot in the forehead and he just started bleeding. And there was blood everywhere because getting shot in the forehead is like your thinnest skin. So I suggest getting something like a helmet. Like I got two up there. Depending on where you live, you should get different helmet types or where you play. Like outdoors, I suggest you get a camo helmet with holes in it. For indoors, I suggest you get camo helmet with holes in it, like a bump helmet. But if you're really like in colder environments, I suggest you getting like a full helmet, no bumps or no holes for airflow. And I don't know, like it depends on your environment. You gotta look at one of my videos that I go over desert conditions. That one's also going to probably be linked in the description where I talk about all that stuff. But getting back on topic, you may want to get a helmet so you don't bump your head. And everything else is really what you feel like you need. If you want more mag pouches so you don't have to hold your mags in your pockets. Oh, by the way, you'll also probably need gloves. Gloves. I lost one of my gloves, but most fields regulate gloves. Like most Battle Lab fields regulate gloves. You have to have gloves on. And if you don't wear gloves, you're going to get shot in the hand. If you do wear gloves, you won't get shot in the hand. It's just proven statistic from Trust Me, Bro. Like, and getting shot in the hands, I've heard, is the worst. I've gotten shot, but I wear here. Wait, let me get my gloves. If you want to have a glove recommendation, like I was just talking about, here's the gloves that I use. I use these ones. These are called Mechanics M-Packs. Now, the ones that I have are a little bit higher quality ones. They're the 0.5 millimeter. But these, if I throw them on right now, they fit really well. They're higher dexterity because I play in hotter conditions. As you can tell from my desert video, most of the camouflage on my gear, play in hotter conditions. So this really just helps regulate the temperature. So they're lighter, right? Plus they help you when you're switching through stuff. They help you high dexterity. And while having all that high dexterity, they still give you protection like this. And see, I got those rubber impacts, so I get shot in any of those fingers, and I'm fine. And most fields regulate gloves, so it's just good. My recommendation is Mechanics. Don't skip out on eye protection. Maybe gloves you could skip out on, but I don't suggest it. And here's the gloves that I wouldn't. Let me just put them right here. They're Mechanics Impact. I'm not sponsored yet. Yeah, so if you want gloves, those are the gloves that I recommend. Now, eyewear, some stuff. It's not just try to find a good brand. I suggest getting paintball mask first, or anything on e-bike's usually good. Just don't skip out on it because that's really what you want to spend most of your money on. Like, don't get like $400 eye protection, but like around $20 to $30, or what other YouTubers recommend. I suggest you do some more research. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only guy that you should be talking to about this stuff, but these are just my opinions. So that's really what you need to start Airsoft. If I forgot anything, just comment it below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this content. And just, yeah, I think you guys should just have a great day. Make sure to like and subscribe. I have a lot of other videos that you guys should watch, including some shorts. But like, yeah, have a great day, you guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Have a great day. Bye.